Hey, hi guys, how's it going? My name is Eric Lanchers, and today we're looking at BisForBuild. We're looking at their web shop. I think this is going to be really fun and interesting for a lot of people that aren't quite the level of, let's say, Costco or other major brands. We're going to look at a smaller shop. I'm actually going to tear apart the entire funnel. We're going to look at the entire funnel, and I'm going to try to give you some guesstimates, show what's happening that is not right, how it could be improved, how it could dramatically make a ton more money. And yeah, so I hope you guys are excited. If you don't know who we're talking about today, we are talking about BisForBuild. So BisForBuild is a YouTube channel I follow because the guy's awesome. Chris, main guy, he basically takes salvage cars and rebuilds them to his liking and in interesting ways. Guy is, you know, a lot of people watch this show for, you know, because they like cars, they like automotive stuff, and they also like the character. So they're like Chris, right? So that is the show. But as a guy who's into cars, maybe into design and all that, the business side is lacking quite a bit, and that's why we're going to look at that. And there's been a lot of major steps to take. So if you guys haven't heard of it, look it up. It's BisForBuild. It has 250,000 subscribers, so it's caught quite a lot of attention. It's been featured on Jalopnik a few times and a bunch of other places. That has grown the subscriber base quite, you know, to 250,000 people. And the cool thing about it is, out of 250,000 subscribers, 250,000 subscribers, the views, you know, like 80,000 views, 100,000 views, 127,000 views. He's getting quite a high percentage of views per subscriber. So that means that the subscribers that are watching are actually going back and religiously watching every single episode. And the other thing is the average age of the viewer is likely to be much older than, you know, the average age of some other people on YouTube. So for instance, you take Jake Paul, Logan Paul, their average viewer age, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna guess around 13 or so. See, like, you know, like teens like are gonna be watching it. What we have for BisForBuild, the average age is much likely much higher, which means his audience has a lot more money to spend, so you can make more money per subscriber or per viewer to your store. So the whole process is, and we're going to look at the funnel, so it's from A to Z, is basically has a video. So let's click on the latest video, the latest upload right here. Within the video, does car repair stuff, and then at the end promotes his shop. So let's go check out. So the first thing I'm noticing right here is when you are when you have show less, the one thing I see is going to see Battle Arrow. So I'm assuming Battle Arrow is sponsoring this video, so it's okay to include them, but typically you want to have your main moneymaker and you want to make this stand out. So right now, this shop thing here doesn't really stand out with all the other links. In fact, there's no call to action for the shop. If anything, what you would want to have is buy merchandise, buy BisForBuild merchandise, some of the best merchandise in, you know, that you might have seen on the show. It supports the builds, it's high quality, we ship it right away. You want to sell the click inside your description here, wherever your source of traffic is. Whether it's on Google, you're gonna have a click-through rate, like a call to action title. If it's on Instagram, wherever you are starting, you want to sell that click, sell the people to go there. So just don't put a link. It's gonna make a huge difference. So for instance, let's take simple numbers. This video right now has 82,000 views, right? 82,000 views. Out of this, how many do you think clicked this actual link? We don't know, but if you were to increase that, let's take some 82,000 people, potential people, and then what we have is we're going to say we increase, you know, right now this might be the click-through rate might be 0.05, right? I don't even know. So 82,000 times 0.005, that's 410 people might go to the site from the link at 0.05% conversion, right? All right. So it's not horrible, but it's not great by any means. What if in the description of this video there was quite a big piece? It says, "Hey, we just received our newest batch of beanies." Basically, look right now. Right now, he's wearing a beanie. He's like, these are amazing. These are some of the best beanies we've ever had. Go check them out at the shop. Every single purchase supports the build, and you know they're awesome. You know, great quality. So you might increase this 0.5% to something like maybe 1.5% of people, right? even that might be a little high, but that means out of 100 people that watch a video, that's a good fan that checks out your description. You could even switch this. Instead of having it hidden at the bottom, you would have it at the top. We just got the latest thing, blah 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 blah, and then right underneath you put the battle arrow. So I would put your call to action to your shop, because you're gonna see a shop is gonna make you a lot of money, right at the top with a call to action. Then you might increase it to 1.5%. So if we do that, then let's do 82,000, and let's do 82,000 times 0.001. Oops, no. 82,000 times 0. That would be 5%. 82,000. Don't do math on screen, right? 82,000 times 0.015. I don't know why. There you go. So now we might get an audience of 1,230 people going to the site. See, this is a huge increase compared to 410. This is actually, well, you could end up selling quite a lot more. If out of this, once you get 1,230 people going to the site, then you drop down. Let's say out of 1,230 people that are going to the site, and they are going to the site because they know that you have something to sell, right? So this is not just random people going to the site. This is people going to the site because they know you have a new hat and a new beanie, and they're slightly interested. So 1,230 people that are slightly interested. If out of this you were to get maybe say a conservative, like, once again 1%, or let's say 2%. Out of 1,200 people times 2% of people that are, because these are pre-sold, they have already seen your show, they're already interested, and then here they already kind of like the hat and are maybe on the edge of buying it. Let's go here. That's going to be 24 sales. Okay, so that's 24.6 sales. And here, if you're making the beanie, I don't know how much the beanie costs, we're going to see that soon, but let's say you're making $17 profit. 22.6 times $17 profit times 17, whoops, what the hell, times 17 equals $418.20 of profit per for this one video. Okay, so that's for one single video. And essentially what the idea is, so you would have multiple videos, right? So let's say you have, I don't know how many videos you have online right now, but we're also going to see how many people watch your videos at the top, at the end of the day. But if you repeat this process for every single one, because I know you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, so this would essentially scale. Because let's go see actually Social Blade. So what I'm going to open up is, I'm going to open up Social Blade. And Social Blade will tell us how many views per day. So now what I just did, okay, plug in BisForBuild. If you guys aren't familiar with Social Blade is it basically analyzes YouTube channels and gives you a bunch of info. So let me go to Social Blade. Go here. And I will plug in the BisForBuild channel in Social Blade. Okay, and every single day is getting, okay, this varies a lot, right? So some days it's getting, yes, some days he's getting 34,000, other days he's getting 84. But let's take the average, which is right here, 37,955. Okay, perfect. So this is the daily average of video views. So I hope you guys are understanding this. So here we have, if on average, we're going to try to come up with a daily amount of revenue. Okay, so daily revenue estimate is going to be, he's getting, let's do 38,000. Okay, 38,000 people per day watch his videos. And we're going to use the exact same thing, right? So 38,000 people per day watch the videos. We're going to get 1.5% of people go to the site. So that's going to give us, because we're going to use our same optimized conversions, 1.5, whoops, actually that's put it wrong. Okay, so we're going to 38,000 times 0.15 It's going to be 570 people equals 570 people going to this site per day. And that we're going to say we're going to use a 2% conversion rate times 0.02. And now, honestly, the conversion rate should be higher. If people are going to the site because they're interested in a merch site. So let's say I go to Amazon because I want to buy stuff. I end up buying stuff, right? So if you're going to the site to check stuff out, this is a conservative estimate in terms of like how many people should buy. In fact, it should be higher if people are pre-sold going to the site, right? But even then, that should be 11 per day, 0.4 sales per day. And if you're making $11, $17 profit on every sale, on average, sales per times $17, that will be 17 equals $193.8 average per day for the store. And now obviously let's just do times 30 because why not? That's the monthly. So on average, the store should be making 5,000 as profit, because we were here. This was not the cost of a hat, right? Like this is not, you know, if he's selling the hat 35 and it cost him half of that to make, it's about $17 profit. You're not going to be, yeah, this is we're talking about profit per month from the merch store. And these are using conservative numbers. Obviously, all of this should be much more. In fact, if you're getting 100 people going to the store because they like the beanie hat and they want to buy, you should get a higher percentage than 2%, right? Like that should just be obvious. Also, the 1.5% going to the store. If people are watching you for 30 minutes and within that 30 minutes or 20 minutes, let's say a 20 minutes YouTube video, and 20 minutes pass by and you're talking about something, you're talking about the hat, how you just got it, it's awesome, and you talk it during the episode, more than a 1.5% of people are going to go and check it out. If you never mention it, or you just mention it with a link at the bottom at the end of the site, then not many people are going to check it out. However, if you mention it regularly, people are going to go to it much more. So the entire idea of this is the funnel. Let me start to kind of get this bigger. If you guys are following along, the whole funnel. So funnel, one of the strongest places you can start is start at the top. Start at the beginning and adjust conversions. So you have source of traffic. Then you got whatever, like then you have store, then you have the conversions there, and then you have checkout profit. So what we've just done is we've just worked on source of traffic. We've just modified this and we've increased this, or we, you know, potentially increase this by about 3x. Very, very easy to do. The only things he would need to do to be able to increase that is call to action within the link, put the link higher, and within the actual video, you want to be referencing it not just at the end, but also during the video. That's something that we don't have time to go over, but I know he doesn't mention it or talk about his merchandise within the video. He just talks about it kind of like at the end. So what you want to do is throughout the episode and throughout the videos, you want to mention and kind of sell whatever you are promoting or whatever your merchandise is. And selling, a lot of people have this negative connotation with selling, but selling isn't necessarily bad. Selling is being excited about something and wanting other people to be excited about it too. So if you have a new shirt, I would just like rep the shirt, say, oh man, this shirt's amazing, whatever. If you, one of the guys who goes really far with this is gonna be Logan Paul. Honestly, he's always making like references to his gear, and that encourages a lot of people to go and shop. So first of all, sources of traffic, then we're gonna go to a store. So now let's go check out the store. Let's go check out the actual store. All right, so also another thing, I looked at the social profiles. You got Patreon, which is mere $84 per video. This, I would just get rid of it because it's not doing anything. This 40,000 followers on Instagram. This is also another great place to be able to advertise merchandise. Now, if I'm looking through all the latest posts, most of the latest posts, here's a shop post. Okay, we got car. This is cool, but like, look, as I'm scrolling through, most of it is car. You want to rep the merch. Like 1 out of like 5 should be like, hey, we just got the new special, we just got new this. You're gonna make a lot more money. Same with the Facebook page. Facebook page is being followed by 140,000 people, and 95,000 people like this. Another thing you need to know about Facebook, anyone watching, is Facebook absolutely hates when you link to YouTube channels, so they're going to kill your engagement for this. So let's say Facebook has engagement, YouTube has engagement, like how many people are going to show. So whenever you post something like this, Facebook absolutely hates this, and they're going to kill the engagement. That means that out of 140,000 people here that like this page or that follow this page, nearly no one's going to see it, because Facebook really hates YouTube right now. So posting about it is really bad. Instead, what you want to use your Facebook page for is you would want to use it to promote the merchandise, promote the store, promote new things that are happening. And this could actually be good. Like, look, this is a great thing. Post about images of the show. Use it kind of like Instagram, or even upload your own videos, upload a version of the videos, upload a behind the scenes of BisForBuild. Even though this show kind of is all behind the scenes, but upload more behind the scenes to video, to Facebook video, and then use that. So this is really good stuff. This is really good stuff. Just need to know that the algorithm on Facebook will kill your audience viewership as soon as you start posting YouTube stuff, which is something that you do a lot. Instead, I'm scrolling through. There is not a single post here that I see for the shop. Man, shop is the moneymaker. So this is really something that you know, a lot of creative people, a lot of people that are artists or a lot, very, very strong on the working and creating stuff, but not so strong on the business side. All right, let's move on to the actual shop. So this is the actual shop. If I land on here, I go to BisForBuild.com. It's kind of a catchy name. I like it. Click on shop. The intro page actually looks really cool. Like, this is cool. Are you wearing BisForBuild gear? Maybe, maybe not. The first one I would want to have right here. I would want to update this and have a close-up picture of you guys wearing BisForBuild merch. So this is a great picture. Awesome. However, as we're gonna go through, like, let's say I click on shop right here. Now, this is pretty good. The actual merchandise looks amazing, right? So this beanie hat, awesome. This shirt actually looks awesome. This is kind of weird, but looks okay. In fact, actually, when you click on it, it doesn't look like it was actually really made. It looks like someone just pasted this onto it. I think because the lines go through, so I don't trust this. But this is okay. A key tag, a hat, this shirt, like all the merchandise actually looks really nice, right? So this is good merchandise. I like the style of this whole merchandise. However, let's go through, and there are no categories. This is really very, 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 very basic. So let's look at the beanie hat. It's the first one. I'm assuming it's a bestseller, and I kind of like it. So $16. Wow, this is $16. This is really cheap. In fact, this is too cheap. This is really, really inexpensive. Holy crap! Should be at least double the price. Let me explain to you. People buying merch. So people, like, how are you supposed to get $17 profit off of $16 worth of that? So people buying merch, the reason people buy merch is not because they can't get this at the store. If they wanted a $16 beanie hat, if they just wanted a $16 hat, they could just literally go to the store and buy a $16 hat. The reason that people buy merchandise will be to support the brand because it is cool. Let's say you're buying a Louis Vuitton shirt. Let's say you're buying some Gucci wear, or let's say you're buying, you know, some Tommy Hilfiger. I can name out any brand. The reason you're buying that brand is because of the brand. So you essentially, what you're doing is you're kind of like wholesaling, like you kind of have like a Costco price, even though you have a brand, and people are going to pay whatever amount, not for, you know, not for the hat. People don't care about the hat. That's the thing that a lot of people might miss, is that whenever they're buying this hat right now, the hat is a logical justification. What creates the sale is going to be the emotional, like, oh, I really want to have it because I want to be part of the BisForBuild club, which is something that you should push. And that's the driving force that is going to encourage and make the sale. What happens after is, like, people are like, okay, now I need to justify the sale because I can't just throw money at him logically. People can't just give you money logically. They need they want to do it emotionally, but then they need a logical reason to do so. So then the hat becomes the logical reason. So you're like, okay, I want to give Chris some money. I really want to be part of the B is for Build club. I love B is for Build. Like, it's awesome. I want to, you know, be part of that movement. Let me go give you some money. Then the logic is like, okay, well, I need a hat anyways, and I think a hat would be cool. So I'm going to justify giving you $50 because now you're sending me a hat. So it's kind of like the hat is the justification, but the real reason people are giving you money or buying things has nothing to do with the hat. Like, I'm sure there's nicer hat, like it's a really nice hat, don't get me wrong, but I'm sure there's nicer hats for less money. So I'm not saying it should be $50, but I think $35 would be perfectly fine. So look, here's an example. This you're currently selling at $16 for the beanie hat, and I have no idea what the cost is. Did I spell that properly? Beanie? No, I didn't. So the cost is probably let's see, I don't know, $9 for each, right? So instead of having it at 16 where you make $7 and $7, man, you're never going to make any money. $7 profit. If you sell it for 35, it probably won't affect sales. Like, people probably between $16 and 35, if you're buying something like a gear or merch, so you go to a concert, right? They're selling like t-shirts. They'll be selling t-shirts for like $50. Now, 35, and that, you know, that will allow you to make, let's see how much more profit. Like, let's say the cost is 9, so 35 minus 9 is going to be $26 equals $26 of profit per sale, right? So this is a lot better than, let's say, $7 profit per sale. You're going to make a lot more money. And here, the profit is going to allow you to do a lot more things. So here's what this profit allows you to do. Gives you a lot more flexibility right off the bat. What allows you to do is, here it says, because of the unusual weight, we can't offer free shipping. Well, if you're selling it for 35, then you could offer free shipping, right? That could be worthwhile. You could say, okay, well, now it's 35, but there's free shipping. Hell yeah. That is a huge thing. Also, it allows you to have someone, look, right now I know you're shipping everything out yourself, you're doing everything, but if you, with $26 profit, let's say you, out of that, you could afford to pay someone to do the shipping for you, saving you a lot of time and effort and money. If you're making $7 each of profit off of everything, how are you supposed to pay someone to ship things out for you? Like, I mean, imagine this, you're making $7 profit, you're going to pay someone $2 to ship out each hat, or $1 to ship each hat. It just doesn't make sense. So the cost needs to go up. Okay, moving on. In terms of people buying this product, the major thing that I always look at is, first of all, I want to see, when I'm buying merch, is it going to fit? Is it good for me? How is it going to look? Also, how am I going to get it? And yeah, you want to make it easy for people to buy. Okay, so for when I land in here, I have this picture, pretty good picture. I have another picture. I like these pictures. These pictures are really good. The B is for Build. Yep, this is pretty good. This is good. This is good. The only issue is no one's modeling it. No one's wearing it. And to add to injury, I know this is kind of like your side. People will understand, but look at this image. Like, look, let me, can I zoom in on that? Let me. This image, instead of, it's taken on a broken ass table here. Come on. I mean, like papers and all that. Like, I mean, people have taken better Instagram like I have. You know, I know people that take better Instagram pictures of their meals than you do of the hats. So for all the design, all the like amazing, like this looks like an amazing hat. The fact that like this looks just awesome, right? It looks like a really good hat, but then you kind of go and ruin it by putting it in the with a background like this. See, people will buy the image, the idea of the whole thing. That's why when you go to some jewelry shops, you're going to have a nice glowing background, everything. Like when it's surrounded by beauty or by something that looks really nice, it's going to elevate the product. So this is going to appear to be this could appear to be $100 beanie hat, like depending on where you put it. If this is a hat within a, I don't know, what Berkshire store, like a huge jewelry store, and then you have kind of like a little golden little jewelry thing here, people are going to be like, oh, it's a $500 beanie hat just because it's one little thing and within the store, within the environment. Right now, you're essentially diluting your merchandise because of images and, all right, because of the backgrounds. It's just really simple things. The next thing I want to know is, hey, how is it going to fit me? Now, I see you wearing the beanie hat, which is awesome, but I would like, you know, people like for reference, like size for reference. You might want to have a kid wearing a beanie hat, a BisForBuild beanie hat, because I know a lot of kids watch YouTube, so that could be targeting your audience if you get a few of those. Show off the black one, show off the gray one, like show your girlfriend wearing one, like show everyone wearing one within the BisForBuild like community, and show them, and we're gonna get a different idea for different sizes, how it's gonna look on people. Just the more imagery you can show, more, usually as long as it's good imagery, the more it will sell. The next thing you want to do, okay, I know you're a designer, so having center aligned stuff like this is a big no-no. Next thing I want to know is how long is it gonna take to get to my place, right? Pre-order ship December 14th. Am I gonna get it before? Like, am I gonna get it before Christmas? Am I gonna get it after Christmas? It's gonna take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, so forth. The next thing is going to be, of course, you want to make the color of the button stand out a lot more. So this needs to be, would you have a different contrasting color on BisForBuild? Like usually there's like one color that pops out. You make this orange, make this green, make this even blue sometimes. Let's go take a look. BisForBuild. Is it all just gray and white? Do you have any standout colors, like accent colors, or is what we call it? Here, red. Why didn't it? This is a great standout color. Okay. We've got red. Want to make it pop out. You're a designer. Like I know you have. I'm sure you have like the design chops in you. We just need to make this stand out. So usually you're going to use one single color that is not used anywhere else on the site, or barely used anywhere else on the site for the buy buttons that kind of make it stand out. So the eye naturally navigates to the button. After that, typically people are wondering like, how long is it going to take to ship? How are you going to ship it? Am I going to get it? One of the things that works really well is here you don't have, you're kind of like, if you have pictures of people receiving the hats, or people that have received the hats, or even a picture of you shipping hats, that will increase the trust of people and be like, okay, if I order this, I'm actually going to get it. Now, let me click here on this buy gray. Let's see where this opens up. I can't even click it. Let me go here. Oh, it's PayPal. Okay, I don't want to go to PayPal, but these are all PayPal links. PayPal. This is, oh man. Okay, what you're missing at the bottom is when you're landing on a page and you go to click the PayPal, you want to be able, first of all, you want to say shop with safe with PayPal. So you probably have a thing idea on the page. Also, this is not typically how e-commerce shops work. If anything, it seems as if everything was custom made. In fact, I'm fairly sure everything was just custom built. Let me look at your source code. Go down. Wow. All right. Usually you have a style sheet that's going to be attached and not just written in like this. This is all custom code. Okay, cool. So this is all custom coded. If anything, I'm going to recommend you move to Shopify. This is going to save you a lot of time and effort. It's actually going to make increased conversions. It's going to show you, make you a real site. Like this is, Shopify is this is what they do, right? This is it make everything so much easier. Okay, so let's finish on the things that are missing from eShop. So when you land here, let's say someone lands on this beanie and they're like, okay, cool. Well, now I'm not sure I want this. What you want at the bottom is going to be like, okay, if you don't want to buy this product, here's some other things that you might be interested in. So at the bottom, you might have pictures. You're going to want to have related stuff. So let me go back. Oops. So you want to avoid having people to push, you want to avoid making people push the back button to navigate your site, essentially. So here, the Aston Martin long sleeve shirt. Okay, cool. The bilingual hoodie, the key tag and all that. So when I'm scrolling to the bottom of this, I'm going to want to have related stuff. Maybe you know, this it's in black, maybe it's in red. Maybe now I'm like, okay, well, I can't get this. Let me get the beanie. I can't get this. Let me get the key tag. Let me get something else. You want to put related products at the bottom, at the bare minimum. Now I see you're sold out. You seem to be sold out of the large. Like the sold out is cool, but like sold out of the large. This is probably your best seller. You should not be selling out. Selling out is good, only temporarily when you get surprised. But selling out essentially means you're losing money, because now people that are large are not, you know, people that are large are just not going to buy from you. So people, you know, essentially selling out is essentially losing money. Every single day you are sold out, you are losing money right now. So, and these seem to be really good sellers because, you know, they're sold out. And let me go here. What's the nicest thing? This is the nicest thing. This and this. Anything else I would want? No, not really. Maybe the cap, but not this cap isn't super nice. Okay. The other thing, this is so unprofessional. The different buttons for every single item. You know how time consuming that must be? Oh my god. Well, I'm sure you do know how time consuming that must be because you did it. But having different buttons is not conducive for people to buy. And also, it is not like, it's so time consuming. I'm sure making this site is just taking so much time. Instead, if you actually had a store, let me go take a look at a merch store. Let's open up. Here are some examples from Shopify. Epic Mealtime. Let's go here. And this is a merch site. This is going to be a very, very poorly done merch store. Like, I honestly think that if you used Shopify, you can make it a lot better. But let's open up here, t-shirt. Here, they have a drop down. You know how easy that this is to do? So they're also sold out. What's wrong with everyone? But like, look, this has a drop down where they could just actually just choose. Okay, they're obviously having issues too. All right, but you have a drop down and then add to cart. Super easy, and that will simplify a lot of things. Now, don't take this as like a full example. Their store seems to be absolutely horrible. But let me go see this. Maybe the oatmeal has another store. I'm looking at example stores here. All right, not a good example, but wait. All right, cool. Here, Nope shirt. All right, let's go take a look at this. Cool, Nope shirt from the oatmeal. If you go here, I could check the size, unisex male. I could check the material, and I'm sure if you had different colors, I could change the color too. So let me go here. Let me go women's medium. There you go. Add to cart. Very simple. You also have shipping info, questions, and then you have easy links like here, more items to consider. Now this is not well done as well. This isn't well done as well, but here what you would have is like, hey, if people don't want to buy this shirt, they could also go and buy these other things. Also they have these high demand items might not ship till this. So they have shipping info, more next collection. You get different referrals, so you have different options when you're really using a real platform. So I strongly encourage you to ship to Shopify and have a subdomain with shop. So when you click here, you could just have a redirect. Keep the link exactly the same. Just have a redirect to a Shopify store that is going to be able to sell your merchandise a lot more. So that is going to be, wow, there's so much wrong. Like it's actually hard for people. Like there's so many things missing. So in terms of conversions, what's missing is going to be the major things. Going to be people. Wow, are you updating it every single page? Wow, imagine this is insane. The amount of work that updating every single page like this takes is absolutely batshit crazy. It just takes forever. Like this guy, Chris, especially if you're watching this, I know that you've had to go in and manually code this and just write this every single time with all these buttons. And if one goes sold out, you got to put out this. You got to put out a sold out mark in item. You got to remove the PayPal link. You got to do all that stuff. Man, it takes time. So what could save you a ton of time is actually just getting friggin' Shopify, and this will manage everything for you. It's super easy in the background. Now, the major things that are missing are going to be, first of all, major issues are going to be you're not driving enough people. Let me go do a little recap here. Drive more traffic to the store. And the way you do that is advertise and mention, plug within the show as you're doing stuff, the merchandise, wear the merchandise, get more people to wear merchandise, and have a stronger call to action, especially in the description call to action. You're gonna drive a lot more people to the store, and those people are awesome because those people are all people that have a decent amount of money. Speaking of which, if I go to a shop, what's the most expensive item here? Because the audience of BisForBuild is going to be kind of separated into different tiers, right? So you're going to get people that have no money, so they're never going to buy. You're going to get people that are too young to buy, so like 13 to 16-year-olds or 17-year-olds, and they might have to ask their parents. They're going to be low amounts. So if something that's like $20, you're in the range. You're fine for that. You're going to get people that are on a budget, because that's BisForBuild. The idea or the ethos kind of comes from like doing things on a budget. So that's cool. You're gonna get a portion of those people. Maybe that's gonna be like 40% of people. But even those people, if they're fans, they're gonna spend their money on whatever their passion is. And if their passion is cars, they're gonna spend money on you. So that's a good thing. So those people could afford things that are around $30 to $100. That's going to be kind of like the range of people. Maybe put around 50. So how many items do you have that are 50? Let me take a look at the hoodies. Let me see what would be the most expensive. I think the hoodie would probably be the most expensive. 30. Wow, 35. Hoodies, 45. That is the most expensive thing I found so far. And then you're gonna get the guys that actually own, like, how many people actually own Aston Martins? How many people actually own Evoras? How many people are car collectors or car fanatics spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on their cars? Like, how many? There is a portion of those people on the site that are watching your stuff and that want to support you or would support you. So what you want to have is you want to have items that are more expensive for those people. Maybe you want to have a BisForBuild watch. Maybe you're gonna have a BisForBuild branded something, but you want to have a product in the at least $100 mark. That is going to be something that those people, or even the $500 mark. Some people have. Let's say Jay Leno watches your show. I don't know if Jay Leno does, but he's a big car guy. He might be like a BisForBuild viewer. If Jay Leno is watching your show and he's like, man, Chris, he's just doing some awesome stuff. I really want to be, I want to have something of his because I'm doing, I just want to show it off. He has millions of dollars and he needs to spend it on something. He's not going to buy a 35 or did I say 35? I said $16 beanie. No. He will drop like $400 or he'll buy $250 something. He might buy a $250 BisForBuild jacket, right? So you could have different branded merch on different tiers and people are going to buy it even if it takes a little longer to get. You might want to say, hey, I can't stock all this. This is a custom order. It will take 3 weeks to get to you, right? You could have that and you're going to sign it, right? You could have special tiers. Like here, I'm going to sell this $500 jacket. It's going to be signed by me and it's going to be a picture of me wearing it or something. I don't know, something, but just have higher tiered items so you can make more money per sale per item. So that is going to be the first thing. Drive more traffic. It's going to be more and more. Then number 2 is get on a Shopify store platform, please. Then 3, get more expensive items, more profit per item, and you're gonna make a hell of a lot more money. that's it's essentially as easy as that. And then 4, and plug the merchandise more often, and on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, question mark. All right, plug it, just plug it. All right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is kind of like a look at a site or kind of like a funnel that has a lot of potential that's just really, really not being executed properly. Right now, I'm assuming it's not making anywhere near like almost $6,000 per month from the merch store. And this could be a solid $6,000 profit per month on a merch store if he takes this and he added more expensive items. If he takes this, like let's just take this one thing. Let's say he increased the price from the beanie from $16 to $35 and he was making $26 profit per sale. Let's say the average profit per sale was $26. Then we change this from 17 and then we change it to 11.4 sales times $26 profit. This would make, let's do the exact same thing. So 11.4 times $26 profit per sale. That is now $296 and 4 per day, average per day. And then this is times 30 days. It's going to be, there you go. So 8,000. So 8,092 average profit per month just from merch store. And now I know there's other things like sponsorships that you have on YouTube, YouTube revenue, other things such as like the YouTube revenue, sponsorship from YouTube, maybe affiliate stuff that you're doing on YouTube. Like that adds on to this, but this would be your average profit for the merch store per month. So this is why I'm sure there's a hell of a lot of money being left on the table. And just from tweaking some of these numbers, just from actually just looking at the math and saying like, oh, if we just did this, if we just did this, we just did this small little tweak, this would make you probably change your life. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, like look at, instead of like a multi-billion, like $1 billion company, we're looking at a smaller place that just needs, with a bit of tweaks, can make a lot more money. So if you guys have enjoyed this, leave a comment below, suggestion, leave a comment below. Also, make sure to check out BisForBuild if you guys like cars, because it's actually an awesome channel. Like, it has enjoyed giving me many hours of enjoyment, and that's kind of like why I was inspired to do it. So make sure to comment, subscribe, leave a comment below, do all that stuff that you do on YouTube. My name is Ecommerce, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, guys.